Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we head to Heavenly Farms for the annual Relay for Life event to honor those battling cancer and those who have lost their fight. We join Mayor Brad Cohn at the DeVoe Library for a quick tour and country music concert sponsored by the East Brunswick Historical Society. Then we pay tribute to one of East Brunswick's most dedicated volunteers, Estelle Goldsmith, as the dinner was held at the Community Arts Center, honoring the longtime president of the Arts Commission and the Historical Society. Bruce Crawford, the executive director of Rutgers Gardens, gives us some tips on how to maintain your hedges, and we check out the East Brunswick Acoustic Tuesday, concert at the Municipal Complex as East Brunswick's own Soph entertains the crowd. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Relay for Life is American Cancer Society's signature event that they have all across the world. We have a bunch of teams that camp out for the day. Everybody fundraises money for American Cancer Society, and it's just a really good time for the community to come together in the fight against cancer. We have various activities like pie eating contest, water balloon toss, karaoke, and all kinds of different stuff going on all day long.
My glory would be that we never need another Relay for Life again, that we find a cure for cancer. When you participate in Relay for Life, you are now part of the statistics of over 3.5 million people around the world that participate. Whether you're a survivor, a volunteer, a patient, a caregiver, an advocate, or a researcher, you do everything within your power to save lives.
Today is a big celebration where we come together. We celebrate those survivors that either have survived or are continuing to fight their battle. We remember those that we have lost to the disease, and we come back together to fight back and raise funds so that we can help to provide those services to individuals as well as continue to fund research.
I'm very, very happy to thank the people that organized this and the volunteers who are working today to have this event here in East Brunswick. We're very proud to have you here and participating for this event at this time and here in the town. I really like the banner that's over there, that's on one side, that says celebrate, remember, and fight. And this whole event is really about those efforts that are being done to educate all of us to be able to learn how to resist having this condition by being aware of our environment, what we expose ourselves to, and what we have to do in early detection to be able to be survivors. So I thank you all for coming out today, walk a lot, learn a lot, and celebrate. Thank you.
At the American Cancer Society, we have such programs that locally help individuals that are battling cancer. We raise funds for research, and we have our Look Good, Feel Better program where we help women with their appearance from side effects from their cancer treatments. We have our Hope Lodge, which we have over 30 of them across the country. That is a place where people can go when their treatment is more than 100 miles from home, and they can stay with their caregiver close to their treatment area. We also give free wigs out to patients that are battling cancer as well. We have our Road to Recovery program, which also helps to get our cancer patients to treatment, and we fund research.
We basically have been working on this event year-round. We have a committee of people that volunteer their time, and we work with American Cancer Society to coordinate everything for the event. And it's really important to all of our volunteers and the participants because a lot of the people involved have lost somebody to cancer or they're taking care of somebody who's currently fighting cancer. So, it's a really meaningful event to a lot of people.
This is really a community-driven event. We have volunteers that come together across the community, and they work year-round, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are just amazing, passionate individuals that want to help their community come together to celebrate and honor those that have been diagnosed by this deadly disease.
I told your mama that you need my change. Well, Susie, baby, let's be good together. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up.
Hi, my name is Mark Fafara, president of the East Brunswick Museum. I'm here today with our mayor, Dr. Bradley Cohen. We're here today in the DeVoe House on Main Street of East Brunswick. We're in the Harold Hoffman room. He was the 41st governor of New Jersey during the Lindbergh kidnapping trial. His personal files are here. His family was part of the village here in East Brunswick, and this room shows some of his files when he was governor. And we're holding our festival today, music outside. We're having an open house today here at the library to restart the DeVoe Library and have a music festival.
And want to thank Mark for opening this section of town to many people in East Brunswick don't even know that it exists. This is our historic section of town and dates all the way back to and before the 1800s. We're here at the DeVoe Library. Actually did serve as the township's library prior to the library moving over to the municipal complex that most of us have grown accustomed to, but it actually started out like most of the town. This was the center of town. And the train tracks that would take building materials back and forth to the city are right across the street from here. Many of the names of streets that people have grown accustomed to in town are from families that lived right here in this historic section of town. So it's really important to us that we recognize our history, celebrate it. We're thrilled that the DeVoe Library has had some life breathed back into it. We now have restored many of the rooms and looking forward to having more participation and events utilizing DeVoe Library, the museum, the historic section of town as East Brunswick sort of comes back to life. And our concert series today is country music, so something that I think will appeal to a lot of people. And the overarching concept is that whether it's arts or culture or poetry reading or visual arts, that could be done anywhere in East Brunswick, any venue. And so we're pleased to be able to highlight as one of those venues our historic section of town and the DeVoe Library.
And again, my name is Tommy Abusel. When I was born, my parents bought their house in East Brunswick right behind Seville Diner in 1956, so I'm born and raised around here and used to come down to this little neighborhood. Actually, I used to ride the train. I don't know if anybody else did that.
Oh, tonight I'm gonna see my Chevy. Pick it up and jar and again. Son of a gun, we'll have to run all night. One more time. Catch a lie and roll this ride. Pick up. Oh, tonight I'm gonna see my Chevy. Pick it up and jar and again. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun all night. Well, son of a gun, we'll have big fun all night. Hey, son of a gun, we'll have big fun all night.
That's right, folks, right here you heard that. I think, they said that there might be a ghost in the library there. I think it just possessed Patty somehow or another. Went back to...
banjo and the pedal steel. The thing is cool. I don't know which one is cooler. They're both the coolest. I asked him if he could play them both at the same time, and he said yes, he's done that before. I'm leaving town, baby. I'm leaving town for sure. If you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door, well, that's alright. Well, that's alright now, mama. Any way that you do. Well, that's alright now, mama. Any way that you do. Elvis. I saw him the other day. It was on television. No, not like
The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went la 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 la.
The reason for our celebration this evening is indeed a stellar. Let me point out that from my beginnings in East Brunswick, who go almost as far, I came out to East Brunswick to teach in 1966 and was immediately encaptured by the progress in building the foundation that Estelle had made in East Brunswick with the arts. She has always been committed to bringing us pictures and memories for all of our senses. For that is why
women like Estelle, who saw critical needs in their community, in her community, and worked with impressive, seemingly tireless efforts to help in those areas. And women like Diane, who has traveled the world and dedicated her life to the arts, who has shared her talent, savvy, and incredible intellect with this world. And most importantly, like every single one of those Solars women, who has purposefully and thoughtfully placed themselves into hardship to help those who needed assistance. So, big shoes to fill. That is the line of women that I come from, and that is what I constantly strive to emulate. I am still young with a lot left to learn, but as I move through this world, I hope to embody the energy and compassion of Rose, the wisdom and fortitude of Estelle, and the daring and intelligence of Diane. So thank you, Grandma Estelle, for serving as a lifelong inspiration to me. Thank you to my mom for flying me out of Benin to get me here. And thank you, all of you, for listening. Have a good night.
I have a resolution from the Senate and the General Assembly, and it says that basically it's saying all of the great things that Estelle has done over the years. She's been such a jewel and such a treasure to us, And I thank you, Estelle, for everything. Basically, just to summarize it says that this legislature hereby honors and congratulates Estelle Goldsmith, pays tribute to her meritorious record of service, dedication, and leadership, and extends sincere best wishes for continued success in all of her endeavors. So thank you so much, Estelle, for everything you've done.
My most, the famous line that I've always known growing up from Shakespeare is that the meaning of life is to find your gift, but the purpose of life is to give that gift away. And that's what Estelle has done her entire life. It's like the Shel Silverstein book, The Giving Tree. She just keeps giving. And that to me makes somebody timeless. And that's really what Estelle is. So on behalf of the township, I will read to you our proclamation, and that is, whereas it is important for a community to recognize and honor citizens who selflessly give of their time and themselves to improve the quality of the life of others, as well as acknowledge the outstanding and noteworthy achievements of those citizens that go above and beyond. And whereas since moving to East Brunswick in 1957, Estelle Goldsmith has been an active and all-around member of the community through her volunteer work in the East Brunswick Arts Commission, the East Brunswick Historical Society, the East Brunswick Museum, Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, the Middlesex County Cultural and Heritage Commission, and thereby preserving the culture, the history, and the art in East Brunswick, as has been appointed our local historian. And whereas Estelle, originally from New York City, had a vision that the cultural amenities found in the city should become part of suburban life, and she set out to accomplish this through the creation of the Concert Association in 1959, which brought acclaimed artists to the community to present performances. This association later became known as the East Brunswick Arts Council and later the East Brunswick Arts Commission, with Estelle remaining dedicated to the mission of making the arts accessible to everybody through free concerts and lectures. Currently, these concerts have been performed on the 9-foot grand piano that you see here that Estelle acquired for the community. And whereas Estelle has served on many capacities, including president of the East Brunswick Historical Society and founding member of the East Brunswick Museum Corporation, president emeritus of the East Brunswick Arts Commission, and chairmanship of the Middlesex Cultural and Heritage Commission. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Brad Cohen, Mayor of the Township of East Brunswick, on behalf of a grateful community, do hereby commend Estelle Goldsmith for her lifelong work towards improving the cultural life of the residents and for representing herself and East Brunswick during her 61 years of volunteer service to this community.
Thank you so much for coming this evening, taking time from your personal lives to spend a few hours with me this evening. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank especially the girls and boys of the event committee, Joanna, Arshia, Bunny, Elaine, and Kathy Spedicino for arranging this affair. Thank you so much. And I'd like to thank also the former Mayor Neary for this building. Now, Mayor Neary, we like it very much, but we'd like it even larger. That's for the future. Remember, that's for the future. Hello. Leave me alone now. It's my turn. Hello. I'd like to thank the people who were the speakers who volunteered to be speakers on my behalf. Thank you very, very much. Benny McNeary, thank you, Mayor Cohen, and all the other speakers here this evening. Clara, my granddaughter, my one and only granddaughter, who's going back to Africa this week. And I say friends. And I want to say friends to you because I want to see that this township becomes an oasis of culture in the future. That should be our goal. We should become a cultural oasis in Middlesex County. That's my goal. Your goal. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. Bless you all. Thank you for coming.
So good morning and welcome back to Rutgers Gardens. Hedging is an interesting concept because everybody always says, well, we have to do a sheared hedge. And in New Jersey and North America, most gardeners sort of go towards evergreen hedges, whereas in Europe, deciduous hedges, plants which lose their leaves in the wintertime, are often quite popular. So next to me here is Cornelian cherry dogwood. This is Cornus officinalis, and it is a small tree, large shrub, but it really tolerates pruning well. And one of the nice things about it is it actually comes out in flower prior to forsythia, so it gives you an early blast of yellow flowers. And again, when most people think of a hedge, they don't really think of it flowering, whereas in this case, you have a nice shot of yellow flowers throughout late March and early part of April, so it really works well for that. People too, when they approach a hedge, they often take a pair of hedge shears to it. And when we're working on our hedges here, we actually do a lot of the pruning with hand pruners. And so a lot of people think that that's slow or very tedious and it takes too long. But the interesting thing about it is that when you make a cut and you remove your wood, you can actually then drop it into a container, so you don't have a lot of cleanup left behind. So even though the initial cutting process may take a little bit longer, the cleanup process is a lot quicker. In fact, it's almost non-existent. So this is one of the practices that we've been showing to our student interns that work here throughout the summer months. So I truly hope that you will come and visit the gardens, whether it's this spring, this summer, or this coming fall, even in the winter months, because we have cross-country skiing, provided we get a good snowfall. If we have a website, which is rutgersgardens.rutgers.edu. It features all of our facilities, our rentals, our programs that go on. And I also encourage you to become a member. So the Gardens is not entirely self-supporting. The university supports it, but in order for us to grow and to add new gardeners, membership really does make a difference and help. So, so please come out. If you're GPSing it, best address to use is 130 Log Cabin Road, and that will bring you right into the gardens. And if you're looking for a phone number, it's 732-932-8451. So looking forward to seeing you in the gardens.
Get to know you. I've seen you around, and I think that I found someone that I could cling to. But it's just for tonight, I'm feeling so lonely. Kiss me one time, I said one time only. You were a muse, a simple distraction. Both of us felt the instant attraction.
Hey guys, I'm Soph. I'm here at the Municipal Complex in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and I'm going to be playing a 45-minute set. Feels good to be back in my hometown. I was away at Rowan University for college for the last 5 years, and I came back periodically, but I actually haven't played a show here in East Brunswick since high school. I think I played at like one place a really long time ago, so it's cool. I'm happy to be back, and thank you for having me back.
And you never will be. You can't see that I'm unhappy. Being free has never felt so limiting. You're not him and you never will be. You can't see I'm unhappy. Baby, please come back to me. Yeah, ooh, shame on me for be so easily replaced. Oh, and shame on you for trying to tell me that my feelings are waste. No, any boy who's not him's a mistake.
I play a lot of indie pop stuff personally. I draw inspiration from a lot of pop artists currently, but also, you know, I have a whole bank of artists back from the 90s and classic rock and just a bunch of influences, different things in music that I find to be inspirational that I try to use in my own writing as well.
I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know?
I was actually really grateful for all of the art programs that were offered at the East Brunswick High School. Looking back at some of the resources that were offered in college, I was really fortunate to have known how to use some of those resources already before I even got there. So I thought it was really great that we had a lot of different arts programs and theater and music and different ways to explore all of those avenues. It was really great. Well, I actually released 6 singles last year as a part of a single series project. It was called The Single Series, and you can find all of those singles on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, SoundCloud, all that stuff. But your main hub for all things Soph is just sophmusic.com. You can find everything on there.
I gave up trying.